Hey everyone, welcome back. Yeah, we're over here at the shop today. We're going to do another video. Today we're going to be doing some work on a distributor that I picked up for the boys' engine in there. It's an MSD, let me see what it is here. We got this from Lloyd. Everybody here knows Lloyd with Malibu. See if I can do this one-handed here. It is the MSD, the 8365. And Lloyd got this on that 406 that he bought from that guy in the thumb area when he bought that 406. And it worked good at first. Well, then he got into the point where he couldn't get the car to go over 3,000 RPM, and it kept breaking up and it lose all power. So these actually have they got a digital board in them, which this is the same kind of distributor that I run in the El Camino. And I had an extra board laying around. I switched my board around and put a better board in it. So this is actually a good board. So we're going to be putting this board in this distributor today and trying to find out if that was the problem. And there's a couple other things on that distributor I'd like to go over with you guys. They have a built-in rev limiter that you got to set by grounding out the tack wire for 10 seconds. And then bringing the ground wire off, then it'll display on your tachometer what RPM you're at. So, but if you ground out the wire when you're not trying to set the RPM, it'll set the board into limp mode. And that could be what happened to Lloyd. So that's something we got to check out too, guys. So we're going to get everything set up inside, and we'll get everything set up and we'll bring it right back. All right, guys, we're back in here. And I wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving yesterday. It's actually Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. But you know, we got everything in the vise here. Obviously used cloth. But on these boards, guys, this little diode right here is the rev limiter. Once I get it off, I'll flip it over and I'll show you. But on this one, I cut the rev limiter for some reason. I don't remember doing that, but I did, obviously. So this board is not going to have a rev limiter on it. So I'm going to actually get the ohm meter out and test this. Look up the MSD specs, and I'm going to ohm that board out and see if that's actually the problem, if it's in limp mode or not. But you know, with the El Camino being off the paint right now, I can't even put that in a motor and start it up to make sure we got it fixed until we have something to stick it in. Obviously the boys' motor's still over here. We're still waiting on this guy here to figure out what he wants to do on the rest of this. But yeah, we gotta pre-oil this. I'm actually going to switch the carburetors around. We're going to end up running a Edelbrock, I think it's an Edelbrock 700, or maybe even a 650. I'll have to run the numbers again, but it's in between a 650 and a 750 Edelbrock that Lloyd let us use to break this in until I get a carburetor that 830 might be a little big for break-in. Once we get the motor broken, I can jet the carburetor down enough so it'll be happy, but I just don't want to go through the break-in procedure with an oversized carburetor. You know, this should have, actually, in all reality, it should have a 750 on it, but it is what it is. You know, that right there, that's a 600, so I might go through and rebuild that even. Is this a double pumper? Yes, it is. I might go through and rebuild this and actually use this carburetor on this. But I'm actually thinking about switching the dual plane out and putting a RPM air gap intake on this for them. like I said, this motor is built up all right, but the camshaft, I did find the cam card. It's at the house in my folder, and it's only a 484 lift, 230 duration. So, I mean, it's not a huge cam, you know, and I might have jumped the gun by going to single plane and the big 830 double pumper carburetor for now. But I told him, you know, we got a couple solid rollers laying around the house with lifters and everything that we could use. So we could, you know, we could always bump that up once he gets used to that. But I'm going to get you guys set up on time lapse. I'm going to start ripping this apart. And once we're done with that, I want to go over a couple things on this distributor with you guys. Show you how to lock it out, how to set the advanced bushings in there for, like, if you're putting a curve kit in it. There's different advanced bushings you can put in, from all the way from like 24 degrees advanced all the way down to like 12 degrees. So I'll show you that once we get set up. They're ripping apart an OBS truck over here. Tony just sold the front clip off it because he needed the box for another one of his projects out back. So that's what they're doing. The shop's actually closed today. It'll be reopened Monday. But, and guys, I'm thinking, and I'm also thinking about that motor right there. I'm going to tear that right down to the bare block and use that block for a mock-up block for the S10. So, yeah, we got quite a bit going on, but I'm going to start working on that motor again. Like I said, the intake ain't even bolted down on it yet, so it'd be a perfect time to make up our mind what we're going to do. But I think I'm going to hook him up with a air gap intake, which makes good power. And with that camshaft, you know, I got doing a little bit more digging, and I think with an air gap intake and a little smaller carb, I think it'll make more power than that single plane and that 830 for the camshaft that's in that motor. So it'd be a perfect time to do it before I get it all, you know, waste a set of gaskets. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get you set up and we're going to get tearing into this. Alright guys, we got that the board ripped out, as you can see here. We home tested it. I looked up on MSD and I said anything over 1, it should be, all the circuits are still in contact. So according to it, we were 1.045. So it's probably something to do with the rev limiter. There's actually a way you can reset the rev limiter on these. I am not going to cut that, but if you look, let me see if I can, if you can look in there, you see how that little board, it's got all them teeth on it, looks like a plug-in. That is actually the rev limiter in there, guys. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Yeah, see that teeth in there? Straight ahead? That's actually the rev limiter. So that turned out, everything seems to be okay. So we're going to hold on to, obviously we're going to hold on to this board. And if we can't get that board going, then we're definitely going to put that other one in, because the car ran good on that. Why I cut the rev limiter, I have no idea. Maybe it was an issue, I don't remember. You know, I've had that thing for probably 6 years or better. But another thing on these distributor guys I wanted to show you. To lock these out, you take your distributor gear, you pop your roll pin out. They got a roll pin right there. You pop your roll pin out, you slide your gear off, you lift this up about 1 inch, and you spin it 180 degrees. You see that? You see that nut right there? You take all your springs off, all your mechanical weights here. You take that nut off in there. You take it, lift the shaft up. You spin it 180 degrees, and on this side of the distributor, there's a hole, a pilot hole, to where that would drop into, and then you put your nut back on, and that would lock your advanced timing out. And below here, below your springs and all that, is where your advanced bushings would go. I'm not going to take these off to get into it like that. I'm actually going to put some diabolic grease on here. You always want to make sure that you put the diabolical grease or diabolic grease back on the bottom of these boards. What it does, it dissipates heat from the electrical, so it don't burn up or ground out or any of that. So somebody's actually been in here. I don't know if they changed the pickup in the main pickup in the coil or in the distributor, because they changed ends out, or maybe they weren't getting a contact, because these are not the original MSD ends. Somebody switched ends around also. So we're going to put dielectric grease on, get this board put back on, and hope for the best, guys. So yeah, if anybody, like I said, if anybody was ever going to go lock these out, it's simple. Take your gear off, take all your weights, springs, all this stuff off, take your nut off the bottom there, lift it up about an inch or two, spin it 180 degrees, drop it down, put your nut back on, and good to go. So yeah, this is just going to be a short video, guys, on this distributor. We had a great holiday, by the way, with the family, you know, for Turkey Day. So that was pretty awesome. Hope everybody out there did too. Tony got his box off over here. This is for that red truck that he's putting together out back. Makes it nice when you can just stick it underneath the hoist and lift her up like that, huh? You know, a couple little dings and dents, but no rust. That's the major part. You know, these OBS boxes and OBS parts, you know, front clips, they're getting harder and harder to find, and he just loves the simplicity of them trucks. So, I mean, I think he's got 8 of them right now. You got 8 of these trucks now, Tony? Yeah, he's got 8 trucks, so 9 you said? Oh yeah, he just picked that one up. So yeah, he's got 9 of these trucks now, guys. So, but he likes the simplicity of them. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to do this quick video. I'll bring you back after we get the dielectric grease on, get everything bolted back up. Like I said, I did ohm the board out. According to MSD, it should be good. They actually said on their website, you have to have a tachometer hooked up in order to get the rev limiter to set. And that's what this gray wire is here, guys. If you want your engine RPM to, you know, the rev limiter to be set at 7,000, you would rev your engine up to 3,500, ground this out for 3 to 5 seconds. He said on the thing it says 10 seconds max. So 3 to 5 seconds, your tach will drop to 0. Then it'll display what the RPM is, your rev limiter is set at. So until we get the El Camino back, or something that we can actually put this distributor in to make sure that it is going to rev over 3,000, I'm going to go through and reset the rev limiter. We'll probably set it for 6 for Tylors engine, and we'll get her going. So, but anyway, I'm going to get this board put back on, and I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, I want to just throw in a quick clip of that truck that Tony's redoing. This is it right here. Him and his OBS trucks. But it's got the old style rally, Chevy rallies, BFGs. But yeah, look at the hood and front end. He's got a little bit of, you know, he's got another bumper he's putting on it. They put the lights in there, which he don't like. But yeah, look at that hood. It's pretty cool, huh? But this is, and y'all know, he just finished up that one out there. That's the single cab. He's got his black single cab also, but this is his club cab. They're gonna color match the box and get them little dents fixed up, obviously, but pretty cool, huh? Alright guys, well that's gonna wrap up today's video. As usual, I appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and we'll catch you on the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.